What's going on? It's the Rap Nerd, and as Netflix has done for the past few years, they release a teaser to show what movies and films they have dropping for the current year to get us all hyped. And if you see my most anticipated movies, you would know that Rebel Moon is at the top of that list. And thankfully, we got some crumbs and a release date, December 22nd, I believe. So Merry Christmas to me. Jesus, I have to talk about this trailer. Not even a trailer, it's a teaser, man. And it's crazy because within 30 seconds, we were able to understand this world of Rebel Moon and get the best look at it that we can, man. First of all, Zach just never fails to amaze us visually. I think even the people who don't like Zack Snyder can all agree that the guy makes visually stunning stuff, and it's no difference here. I mean, the first bit of the teaser starts off with this big ship making its way down and all of its CGI glory. And this is just like the teaser, just to know that they're still working on the production of this movie. We know it's going to be even better by the time we get it. Because if we look at the teaser of Zack Snyder's Justice League with Darkseid at the beginning, it looks way different than the end product. So we know the attention to detail is going to be insane. It looks action packed. And what's that quote that Digimon said? For all you love, show them no mercy. They even got him doing a Sparta kick to somebody, and it's like yellow mist looking thing. Oh my god, it looks so great. Sophie, action packed, pulling the weapon out, shooting, and I think she's fighting somebody in a warehouse where she throws this spear, or she throws something, I don't know what it is. We get our first look at Charlie Hunnam with the hood and a gun, and Twitter has just ran with it, talking about Zack Snyder's Green Arrow. But I mean, he's the guy we've all been wanting as Green Arrow, and knowing Zack, he did that purposely. He does that kind of stuff, right? We didn't get a look at Ray Fisher, but I know a guy who knows some things, and he saw some images of Ray with something I'm not going to reveal, but when those pictures drop, holy moly, it's going to be something special. The movie looks epic. I can't wait. When this goes to theaters, which I know it will, I'm going to go see it. Point blank period. I cannot wait for this film. Zach describes it as a sci-fi opera, aka an epic, which just based off of this again, I literally watched the little 30-second part of it on loop because of just how fantastic it looks, right? So, I was talking to my man Kevin. Shout out to my man Film Fiends. Go to his channel, subscribe to him. And we were talking about the teaser, and he brought up a really good point as far as like Zach shooting. He has to wait till he sees Rebel Moon to I guess make a concrete answer, but he's thinking that Zach is evolving as a filmmaker, and I straight up said yes, I think he is, because him making the choice to DP his own movies, it just makes everything completely different. Like, Zach's background comes from being a cameraman, so he understands what it means to be a DP himself, and I think he's learned from letting others DP his film, whether they do handheld or they shoot it mechanically. He's able to take that knowledge and add it to what he already knows and what he's been doing since he was a kid. He said, he's been shooting films as a kid, went to film school, did commercials, did all kind of stuff. So I think it's the culmination of all of these different things into his newer work, and I'm anxious to see how it's gonna fare, because personally, the only handheld films in his filmography that I can think about, Army of the Dead is definitely handheld. Of course, it has its mechanical shots. No movie is really shot completely handheld. I mean, there are some, but you certain big films of his nature, when you have a shot of something panning over a wide scale of thing, you have to use a crane to do that. But for the most part, Army of the Dead was handheld. It's right in your face. You can just feel it in all of the shots. And I feel like Dawn of the Dead was also shot a lot handheld. You could just feel it in the essence of that film. So I think with Rebel, it's going to be a combination of the mechanical big scale like you've seen in his bigger movies like Watchmen, Justice League, Man of Steel, all those huge films, but he's also going to be able to scale it down and go handheld for the nitty gritty. Because the thing about Zach is he understands action. He knows how to shoot it, and he knows how to edit it. So I'm looking forward to seeing him shoot some of these action sequences with the handheld camera and how it's going to look, because that can be a negative for people who don't know how to do that, but the man knows what he's doing when it comes to that as well. It's another thing people can agree on. He makes fantastic action. I wonder if that's the score for the movie, a part of Junkie XL's score, because during the whole Netflix teaser, you know, they have a song playing. Specifically, I think it's Lil Nas X playing. But when they get to that little portion, the music cuts out and it's like this. It sounds really alien-like and Met-like, some type of score that goes over the footage. So I wonder if that is the score or a piece of it, you know. But either way, this looks epic. I am excited. Zach has not let me down one time, and I don't expect him to do that now. He's gotten better and better, and I'm just looking forward to it, man. So outside of that, the other movies that I really look forward to as well, like this is going to be another Netflix lit year when it comes to film, just like 2021 was, you know. I feel like 2021, they came out the gate swinging because there were a lot of movies from that year that made my favorites list. Like some made my top 10 of that year came from Netflix. Like that was when the Fear Street trilogy dropped. So who knows what else is gonna happen. I was a little bit disappointed by that. I didn't see any horror in the teaser, which is, it's cool. You know, I get it. You know, my genre kicked ass last year, so I ain't tripping. Another movie that I'm hype on there to see was The Killer, David Fincher's joint starring Michael Fassbender. That little bit of footage that we did see and the dialogue that we did get, it was just like one line and maybe like 10 seconds of, I think, Michael riding a motorcycle on this beautiful shot with the city on the helmet, and like him in a library, I think, with like a nail gun. And if I'm not mistaken, he was tackled by somebody or he tackled somebody. Either way, excited as hell to see that. Extraction 2, excited as hell to see that. I really enjoyed the first Extraction. I think Chris Hemsworth did his damn thing in there. I like how it's shot. It's like a true action film that I can sink my teeth in, so I'm looking forward to that a lot. There's this joint on there with Jennifer Lopez. It seems like something happened. It's something about her. It's called Mother, so I'm guessing her child got kidnapped or somebody did something to her child and she's running around fucking people up. And I'm always here for that kind of stuff. There's a spy thriller starring Gal Gadot. It seems like she's on her Mission Impossible type, you know, kind of in that lane of action thriller, and it looks exciting as well too. The first joint that they opened a trailer with, I think, called Those People, with Jonah Hill and Eddie Murphy. Looks like it's gonna be a nice fun time. So all in all, I'm excited for Netflix this year. You know, this is just the films, and the thing about them that I've noticed is they don't include the smaller films in these teasers, because again, like 2021 Gunpowder Milkshake, I think, wasn't even mentioned in the teaser, and it ended up being one of my favorites. Fear Street had like a small little thing, but it was so small I didn't even notice it. So I'm thinking this is going to be another lit year for Netflix. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about Rebel Moon? What caught your interest in that teaser trailer? As usual, keep it respectful. And if you like this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, peace.
RapNerd Productions, no capping, that's word to mommy.